We have yet another former Trump staffer saying this is serious and Trump may end up in prison. Here is Mick Mulvaney, Donald Trump's own former chief of staff, previous to Mark Meadows, saying Trump indeed may end up doing prison time. I don't even agree with this, but this is Mick Mulvaney himself saying it.
If Donald Trump had done what Joe Biden did here, what Mike Pence did here, when they found their classified documents, they gave them back. And there's no charges against Pence. There's not going to be charges against Biden. The difference here is what Trump did to try and cover up what he did in the first place. As is so often the case, it's not the underlying crime. It's the interference. It's the cover up that gets folks in trouble. And they have him with significant evidence, it looks like, as to obstruction. So I think the chances of a guilty verdict are fairly high, and the chances of real jail time are pretty high.
And when you say real jail time, how long might that be?
Well, at his age, it doesn't really make much difference, right? I think the maximum, if you add up all the math, the maximum could be over 500 years. The minimum would be 100 years. If not,
I don't even think I agree with Mick Mulvaney. And I've said all along, I don't believe Donald Trump will do a day of prison time, period. However, I will say that over the last 72 hours, I have moved ever so slightly in the direction of maybe there will be some jail time for Trump. I'm now in the realm of, before I was in absolutely no way in hell. After speaking to a couple of lawyers, reading through the indictment, reading about the law around the allegations for which Trump is going to be charged, looking at a few different things, I've moved from no way in hell Trump does prison time to it is extremely unlikely but possible that Trump ends up with something. It could, however, end up being one of these, well, he will serve it at his house with an ankle monitor, which, by the way, I would still accept at this point in time. All right. So Mick Mulvaney, also now on the list of former Trump staffers, who says this is serious and Trump could be toast, to quote William Barr. We'll see who else comes out of the woodwork.